opinion. What the? What's up, YouTube? What it do, what it is? Holla at me. Raw Feast, the best feast, sucker freezer movement. YouTube. Woo-wee. I got some news for you. And there's an update to them suckers doing that police shit. But for the most part, I'm going to show you what ignorance outplays themselves. They really so thirsty to try to get attention for views and likes that these people jeopardize. Mind you, this is coming from Bando. Jeopardize themselves and their quote unquote business. I'm gonna tell you why. I am as legit as they come. I love my animals. I cherish my animals. My animals is, I feel, not a dime a dozen. They are a diamond in the rough. These dogs are a Picasso painting. Okay? That's how I feel about my dogs. These are the most loyal bitches I ever known in my life. These four-legged bitches right here. Loyal as can be. What you see right here, Aki is my foundation brood bitch. She started everything for me. Her and Bando. You see that crow right there? I be feeding that fool every morning. But anyway, Aki right there. I need people. You guys go ahead and share this. Cause I'm speaking to every dog enthusiast, dog lover, everything. I experienced some shit yesterday. And I know for the suckers that did it, they want to get a response out of me. But this response that they're gonna get out of me, they never even thought it through. They never thought it through. And it's, will I? Should I? And I got a year to do so. Now, we gonna wait a little bit. Get it! Get it! That red brindle dog, that red brindle dog right there, that's Ruby. She is, I'm not even gonna call her a cur. She as cold as they come. She is cold. But she's a great producer. She produces dogs way higher caliber than what she is. And she has suffered seizures. That's through Mozzie, because I got it from a person that did a lot of tight breeding, and that was one of the repercussions and the downfalls that I had to suffer. Mozzie never had a seizure, but her offspring, as in that bitch, and another female that I sold to I think his name was EJ. EJ and Reno, Nevada. His bitch suffered seizures. That's the only time I ever heard about having seizures in my production. That's why I kept Ruby, that bitch right there, drinking fresh water. But she is a great dog. She has produced a lot of fucking dogs, and all of them have been better than her. She's very intelligent. As a matter of fact, she's the grandmother of these two pups right here. And Aki's a great grandmother to these pups right here. Ruby? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm getting it. Ruby is Leia's mother. Leia is the mother to these pups. So she's a grandmother. Aki is the great grandmother to these pups. And she's 11 years old, okay? Kareem, that's my dog. So, you see these people right here? You see these people right here? Good people. Good people. My neighbors, great people. I'm talking about these people right here. Great people. I've been living with my neighbors 10 plus years since I bought my house. These dogs right here, great people. But one thing I want to point out, this is how these, you see that window right there, YouTube? You see that window right there? Great view of everything going on in my yard. Okay? Now, yesterday, Bando experience, I have experienced ASPCA coming to my house. But one thing about me, I'm very, very intelligent about things that go on, especially with the law and shit like that. I had more prison counselors and probation officers than I had teachers throughout my whole life. Facts. So I know the system. I know how they work. And yesterday, ASPCA came to my house. Now, this is the second time they came to my house. The first time was because, people, I live a couple of blocks away from a school. So, somebody called and said that I had a dog tethered up in the front, which periodically throughout the day I do, I used to. So they educated me. Mind you, I got all my dogs, you know what I mean? Yo, Messi, yep, whoop. You see that boy? Murder! Tic Tac! Maniac! I got all my dogs, you know what I mean? Leia, Japan, she's in the house. Don't trip. Get the fuck off that water bucket, bitch. I got all my dogs. So you suckers that did this, and I know it wasn't my neighbors. That's why I'm addressing this, because I'm very intelligent and I record shit in my mind 5-6 times. I thrive and what's that word? I just thrive on it. I just thrive and I just be on it and I dissect it over and over. I replay it in my mind over and over again. So, me, I like to eat while I stand up. I really do. If people that have been incarcerated, I just like to eat standing up. And I was eating, and Lord of behold, shut up! Lord of behold, ASPCA came. And this is, it's not a rant, it's an education, it's an educational video for the haters and for entrepreneurs like myself. Get incorporated. For when you have shit like this, you educate yourself, and you got stimulus coming. You got a free paycheck coming. All you got to do is just file your SC-100. I'm going to educate you guys. And for you, the person that did this, I know who you are. You know who you are. You made several videos about me, spreading hate. I am heterosexual, but you labeled me and you broadly, publicly try to assassinate me and my business on allegations of me being homosexual. And not just that, I have recorded 1 hour and 50 minutes of you speaking nothing but hate, slander, and defamation of character. Mind you, in your state, wherever you're at, you're incorporated, which you like to, brag about. Don't be surprised if you get subpoenaed a SC 100 from my incorporation, Bando for Life, LLC, on grounds of defamation of character, slander, harassment, and some other stuff. Me and AI are best friends. You know about AI, don't you? Oh, but don't you dare take them down now. I know some of them are down, but I got them recorded anyway. So don't you dare, the one, oh, I was with Michael Wright and Solid that. Yeah. You know you done fucked up, right? Because at least in my state, when I serve you my SC 100, the max I could get is just a merely, I think what is it, $6,200? But for me to do that and make you file bankruptcy, because every business has its own entity, but for you to file bankruptcy behind me, and you thinking you're what you're doing is harassment. I'm gonna tell you why, YouTube. That you know who I'm talking about. The one you know who. The one that said that I was a homosexual. You had rainbow flags and shit on the title with my name and all that shit. Thanks. I love that. It was cute. But my business took effect on this man's actions. I had took a significant loss. And I have proof. And why I say this man's actions has put a burden on my business. You follow me? And when you get your LLC, YouTube, you have lawyers, And I'm gonna make sure I go to East Hollywood and try to get the best lawyer I can. Cause everybody know about East Hollywood, West Hollywood, LGBTV and all that stuff, all that people who have partners, they thrive in that community. So intentionally, I'm gonna just go get a lawyer from them. You follow me? I'm gonna get a lawyer for them, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you LLC yourself and you incorporate your business, you have more what's that word? You have more rights than what an average civilian would have. And when you yourself have a business and you broadly and disrespectfully slander another business, that's called defamation of character. And I'm not defamation of character, not just that, slander. And when you send ASPCA to my household and you say I participate in dog fighting. Now look at here. If it was this neighbor right here, they'll have nothing but footage of dog fighting, allegedly. My neighbors will have footage. Why did these motherfuckers come to my house, ASPCA, and say that they have reports of me dog fighting, YouTube? But don't know how many dogs I have. And they gave me a citation for having 5 dogs when in my law, in my state, I'm only supposed to have 4. But little do they know, I have a special permit that permits me to have more dogs than the average citizen, due to the fact of me being a boarder, a dog trainer, a dog breeder, and I have that, YouTube. Now, to the person who sent these people to my house, they done nothing wrong, but what you're doing is leaving a trail, and I know who you are because you have priors and you bragging about it on YouTube with fellow YouTube members that have businesses. You know, you talk yourself into a fucking rut. And I just want to say thank you. You know, thank you for being so open with the hate and the harassment that you are proudly um shit basically self-admitted that you do. You know, you leave addresses in my household, everything, you know? Like, thank you. So expect that SC100 pretty soon. I could find you, you know. You got a business. Your business is incorporated with an address. So don't be surprised. Since you're always outside, you don't find yourself outside in California and Lancaster Supreme Court going to court for defamation of character and slander. But I got a year to do so. But like I said, I got all my dogs here. They got fresh water, clean water. Look at it. I got all my dogs. So why did you do that for? You know? But thank you. I don't need you self-admitted already, you know? Not just with me, but with other fellow dog breeders on social media. Where you proudly self-admitted that you call ASPCA on individuals. So when I get a harassment visit from ASPCA saying that I dog fight, and it's not like my neighbors called, because my neighbors and I have a very, very good understanding. So you, Willy Wonka, how you like to say, you big dum-dum, you just slipped on a fucking banana peel. Thank you. I thought stimulus came and gone, but it comes in a different form. All I got to do is pay $25 for filing fees, my boy. Don't you understand? I got lawyers. I am incorporated, as you see, as you broadcast. Don't you know I got lawyers that follow along with my business? Sooner or later, you will find out. But YouTube, get yourself a LLC. So when you be harassed, and when people call ASPCA on you with allegations of dog fighting, I showed not one dog. They gave me a ticket for having 5 dogs, but little do they know I have a permit. Wow. But thank you. You are the legend. Get yourself an LLC. And make sure you get a Duns and Bradstreet number too, so that when you do get business credit, start it off as a T-Mobile bill. And then you go to what's it called, Granger. Get yourself a business credit and get it going. And just know you got lawyers. If my dog bites somebody, see, little do people know where your incorporation's at. That's where it could be your safe haven, or it could be where people come and try to take your shit. I'm not trying to take somebody's property, but what I will do is take what I deserve. If you want to slander my name, you want to speak about me, speak about me. I got sorry dogs, all this, all that. But when you bring ASPCA to my house on grounds of dog fighting, and they don't know how many dogs I have, they have no videos. If it was my neighbors, they'd be having hours of what you want to call, quote unquote, contraband. Those are not, my neighbors didn't do that. You did, Willy Wonka. That's why they left with no dogs. They came with no dogs, left with no dogs. I got a citation for having 5 dogs when I was supposed to have 4. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fucking dogs. So why did I get a ticket for having 5 dogs when I'm supposed to have 4? But they came to my house on reports of dog fighting. If they would have told or said anything, they would have had video. They would have a video right there outside their window playing peekaboo. So with these neighbors over there, so with my neighbors over here, so with my neighbors over there. So why in the fuck did they have anything like that? But I'm on suspicion of dogfighting, harassment, and slander. Slander and defamation of character, I got you, LAU. Kobe! I got that slam dunk. Because you self-admit that with all your YouTube videos, genius. I got them recorded, don't trip. Don't take them down because it's going to make you look more guilty. Stop harassing people, man. Get out your feelings, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Act like a grown-ass man. You brag to be, I'm outside. That's how you guys act on your side of the street. Mind your business. We over here eating steaks and shrimp. You know what I mean? Why are you trying to fuck with me and my dogs? And they leave with no dogs. As a matter of fact, I'm getting more dogs. But stay tuned, YouTube. Because these suckers made me want to up it up. I'm going to get all my dogs out of here. You know what? You're going to see 2 big-ass German Shepherds right here. Females. All my dogs are gone to my property. And then I'm still sued for slander, harassment, defamation of character. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you are a legend. Yes, you are. Thank you. Have a good one. Cause, hey, working line. I honestly, I don't pay attention to that shit. I didn't even know who this individual was until he started hashtagging my name in his videos. And then he was on the master of all bullshit, you know, bashing team or whatever you want to call it, which, you know, everybody does, you know. And I already know how my shit got leaked out. It was from an individual in California, up north. I know who he is. He knows who he was. But at the end of the day, I'm legit as fuck. They can do shit to me. But thank you, legend. Should I send it certified or should I send it as regular mail? You better act right, man. That's all I gotta say. And that's not a threat, that's a promise. It takes me nothing. It takes me nothing to do this. And I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm not gonna talk shit. I don't need to. It's not gonna change or make your dogs not one bit. You know what you have. I know what I have. And till then, stay safe, stay sucker free, and I'm out.